Hey guys, in this video we will talk about the grade of concrete. In the previous video we talked about the characteristic strength of the concrete. You might not use the term characteristic strength of the concrete, but if you work as a civil engineer or if you work at the site, you will definitely hear or you will definitely use this term grade of concrete. So it is very important to learn it, and it is very important to understand the meaning of the grade of concrete and the things that you must know. So what does the grade means? So in normal term, the grading means the arrangement or the classification. So back then when we were in school, so we used to have different grades, right? So grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. The students were classified into various grades based on the things that they have studied in the last year and based on the things that they will be studying in the current year. Similarly, the concrete has also been classified into various groups based on its compressive strength. Based on the compressive strength. So we know that the concrete is basically made up of three things. That one is the cement, another is the sand, and next is the aggregate. And if you change the ratio of these three things, you will get different strength of the concrete. So does that mean you can take randomly any ratio and get any strength? Yes, you can do that, but in general practice, we do not do that. Why? Because there have been certain standards that we follow, and there have been certain standard strengths that we use in our structural members, and those strengths, those standard strengths of the concretes that we use for the construction, that we call as the grade of the concrete. The grade of the concrete is denoted by M, letter M, followed by a number, let's say 5. So this M5, this is a grade of concrete. We say that it is a M5 concrete. Now what is this M? So M here represents the mix, because we are mixing cement, sand and aggregate to get this concrete. And 5 here represents characteristic compressive strength of concrete. And we know that this characteristic compressive strength we measure in 28 days, because we assume that in 28 days the concrete gets 99% of its strength. So whatever strength we get within 28 days, we assume that that is the strength of the concrete. And this whole M5, this is the grade of a concrete. Grade of concrete. And we say that this is a M5 grade of concrete. So how much strength does this have? So this grade of concrete has 5 megapascal, that is 5 Newton per mm square, compressive strength in 28 days. That is M5, simple. Similarly, we got other grades such as M15, M20, M25. Okay, here this concrete has got 15 megapascal strength in 28 days. This concrete achieves 20 megapascal strength in 28 days, and this over here achieves 25 megapascal compressive strength in 28 days. So these all three, they have the same constituents, that are cement, sand and aggregate. However, the ratio of these three things is different, and that's how we get different concrete strengths, and that's how we get different grades of concrete. Now we have got different strengths of the concrete such as M5, M10, M15, M20, M25. So they are the different groups of the concrete having different strengths. We know how much strength they have. So we arrange them and we say that those are the grades of the concrete. And this is the simplest meaning of the grade of the concrete.